and roll band. It wasn't contrived in any way.
The years that we were touring with Guns N' Roses, my nose still hurts thinking about it.
Throughout the whole thing, we played for ourselves.
I mean, we had our bad habits, but, you know, for the most part, I don't think we were that scary.
Our music comes first.
Guns were an unlikely combination. William Axl Rose had come from the Midwest to find his fortune with best friend and guitarist Izzy Stradlin. Guitar genius Slash, originally from Stoke-on-Trent, soon found them. LA hair rocker Steven Adler played drums, and a punk from Seattle, Duff McKagan, completed this raggedy-arsed bunch.
The first time we played, there was something. You could feel it immediately. There was like this electricity.
It wasn't long before Guns conquered the Los Angeles club scene, and the record companies embarked on a frenzied chase to sign them, much to their delight.
We decided when the bidding war started that we would just lead everybody on. We'd just keep getting free lunch every day.
And to us, it was great. It's like free lunch. We were poor, man. We were dirt poor.
You know, a couple of us had like these sort of little drug dependency things. So we had like free petty cash when we could get it. 10 companies thinking that we were going to sign with them when we were already set with one.
Out of the blagging and the partying, Appetite for Destruction was recorded and changed musical history.
A lot of it reminded people of Aerosmith when it first came out. People said the Stones as well. But if you roll bands like Aerosmith and Stones together, you're coming up with something very special indeed. It was an awesome record.
Welcome to the jungle. We take it day by day. If you want a joke, gonna bleed mud. The price you pay.
The album started to sell slowly and took a year to reach #1. But when it hit the top spot, the Guns phenomenon exploded and the rock and roll lifestyle kicked in. Drummer Steven Adler was the first to burn out.
Steven Adler, the original drummer, had quite a drug problem, and the rest of the band was going pretty hard too, you know. So I used to describe it as like walking into an opium den.
Welcome to the jungle. What will bring you to
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Little rock, little sex, little, you know.
There's nothing better.
The combo platter's nice, you know.
And we were just out of control.
Dump your shit, you know, the feds are here.
When you're high, you never.
I mean, I've been all through the United States. I just don't remember it.
Madness surrounded the band and Axl seemed to retreat from the others. Something had to blow. It happened in St. Louis with an incident that became one of the most expensive and bloody in rock history.
Police stopped just short of using tear gas to control the crowd of about 20,000 rowdy fans.
This guy from the audience started taking pictures of him. Axl Rose got mad because he didn't want the guy taking pictures of him. So he jumped out in the audience, started beating up the guy.
Early reports are that he used profanity and insulted the audience. And he then turned the audience into a mob.
They destroyed all our fucking equipment.
Riot squad came in. There was about 600 police officers and, you know, tear gas and the whole bit, man.
Nothing shocks me that shocked me. I've got a videotape of the whole thing, and I've never been able to watch it from end to end.
It was kind of scary, you know. It was like, well, this is getting a little out of hand. We had a couple of those.
I mean, St. Louis, by right, is an awesome rock and roll town, you know? It really is.
Band members thought Axl seemed isolated by success. He even appeared to be coming to gigs straight from swimming practice.
Axl Axl was crazy and angry and just bitching at absolutely everything in the world.
Axl's attitude came to dominate the band.
We played with them at Nassau Coliseum, and we opened up, and we were only booked for a 45-minute show. And at the end of the set, Guns N' Roses manager's looking at us going, keep going, keep going. I go, we did all our songs. We only got 2 records. We're up there for 2 hours, and the crowd doesn't know what's going on. We come off stage finally, and Axl's not even in the building. By midnight, he's still not there. Everybody's freaking out. The whole place is almost falling down. He's not even in the building. And I look down the hallway, and there's this big commotion going on. And I look, and it's Stephanie Seymour, the model, holding hands with Axl, and he's walking down the hall like nothing happened. And I go, dude, where were you? He goes, I was taking a shower. I was like, okay.
And it was his vision to turn Guns into a band with more than just hard rock to their name, that would spawn something so big it would destroy them. 2 double albums, released on the same day, became the biggest, fastest-selling rock albums in history.
Axl really wanted to see how far we could take the tour. We really were on a mission to sell as many records as we possibly could. He wanted to break 35 million on Use Your Illusions worldwide. And we were at about 32 million. And I remember all of us looking at each other going, man, you know, this has got to stop soon, because we were all feeling pretty beat.
We got off that tour. I woke up one morning and I kind of hurt, you know, and then going from kind of hurt to I can't move or even dial 911, you know. And luckily, a friend of mine came over to my house, and I heard him downstairs. He said, hey, where are you? And he came upstairs, and he said, fuck, finally happened. So my pancreas had burst.
And then the tour ended, and they dropped me off, and they said, okay, so that's that. I was like, now what?
For Axl, it was distrust of the band and a desire to change Guns further. An album of punk covers slipped out, but it was over.
Where do we go now? Where do we go?
I mean, my joke on my radio show was that he's kicked everybody out of the band. He tried to kick himself out, but he wouldn't leave.
The band split, and Axl only surfaced once in 5 years, an arrest in '98 for public disturbance at Phoenix Airport. This year, he'll be back with the Guns N' Roses lineup of hired hands.
Where do we go now?
There's a lot of very loyal fans out there that think that Guns is not Guns without the original members that started it, and so on and so forth, and I can understand that.
I don't know if I'll be comfortable watching other guys play, you know, Sweet Child of Mine. I don't know how that's going to come off. But he seems to know what he's doing. It's taken him a while, but I hope it works out for him.
I really have no regrets, you know. I don't think I ever will.
Sweet child.